6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says CPAC has given a new boost to economic and cultural relations between Pakistan and China. Pakistan has taken strong exception to the American decision to impose sanctions against commercial entities on allegations of links with its ballistic missile program. The British Army Chief has commended professionalism of the Pakistan Army as incomparable. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has expressed grave concern over the intensified atrocities being committed by the Indian troops in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. 37 Palestinians have been martyred in the latest Israeli strikes on Gaza. The second T20 international match between Pakistan and New Zealand will be played in Rawalpindi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif says economic and cultural relations between Pakistan and China are developing rapidly due to the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. In his message on the International Day of Chinese Language being observed today, he said China had made its mark around the world due to its economic development. The Prime Minister said Chinese culture and language were rapidly becoming popular across the world. He said the United Nations had also included the Chinese language in the official language of communication. Shahbaz Sharif said all possible measures were being taken at the public and private levels to promote the Chinese language and literature in Pakistan to further strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries. Chinese Language Day is a United Nations celebration to promote multilingualism and cultural diversity. The United Nations celebrates 6 separate days each to mark one of its 6 official languages to promote equal use of all these languages. The Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has emphasized the need for greater collaboration between Pakistan and Iran to address multiple challenges, including terrorism. Talking to the Iranian ambassador Raza Amiri Muqaddam in Islamabad, he said Pakistan values its brotherly relations with Iran. The forthcoming visit of the Iranian president to Pakistan and the agreements to be signed during his visit were also discussed on the occasion. The Interior Minister said the visit of the Iranian president would be very important in the context of regional situation. Pakistan has taken strong exception to the American decision to impose sanctions against commercial entities on allegations of links with its ballistic missile program. During a media briefing in Islamabad today, the Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said such listings of commercial entities had taken place in the past too without sharing any evidence. She said specifics of the latest measures by the United States were not revealed yet. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said the United States had taken similar measures in the past also on mere suspicion. The President Asif Ali Zardari has summoned the session of the Senate on Thursday at 4 in the afternoon, which was earlier convened for Monday. This is Radio Pakistan. The chairman of the Press Council of Pakistan, Arshad Khan Jadoon, called on the deputy chairman of the Senate, Said Khan Nasir, in Islamabad today. Matters relating to media code of ethics and press freedom were discussed during the meeting. Arshad Jadoon said the Press Council of Pakistan was dedicated to ensuring press freedom in the country and also resolute in its efforts to combat false and fabricated news. The deputy chairman of the Senate pledged its full support to the PCP in its efforts to curb false and fabricated news. He emphasized collaboration between the two entities to advance the nation's media landscape. The passing out parade of cadets of the 149th Pakistan Military Academy Long Course, 14th Mujahid Course, 68th Integrated Course, and 23rd Lady Cadet Course was held at the Pakistan Military Academy, Kalkul, today. 49 cadets from friendly countries were also among the passing out cadets. The Chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, General Sahir Shamshad Mirza, who was the chief guest on the occasion, said the Pakistan Military Academy has remained the cradle of leadership and center of excellence for cadets joining the premier institution of the Army. He said today's parade serves as an illustrious example of military discipline at its finest and reflected the sterling ethos of the Academy and the Pakistan Army alike. The British Army Chief General Patrick Sanders has commended the professionalism of the Pakistan Army as incomparable. He was addressing a ceremony of British officers in London who graduated from the Command and Staff College in Pakistan. The British Army Chief in Pakistan's military is well versed in combat capabilities and is known for its ability to defend the country and provide significant support to partner countries. General Patrick Sanders named Pakistan as the top priority of the British Army in various aspects of defense cooperation. The Narendra Modi-led Hindutva government of India has been taking one after another nefarious steps since illegally revoking the special status of the occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In its latest such move, the Modi regime has allowed a resident of the Indian Punjab to contest the Lok Sabha elections in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Identified as Baldev Kumar, the contender has become the first non-local to be contesting the Indian parliamentary elections in the territory after August 2019. Meanwhile, the Indian troops enjoying unbridled powers under the draconian laws have stepped up house raids, cordon and search operations, and arrests across the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Besides terrorizing the innocent Kashmiris, the troops have so far arrested hundreds of youth in these operations and lodged them in various detention centers where they are humiliated in different ways. In a statement issued in Srinagar, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference spokesman, Advocate Abdur Rashid Minhas, expressed grave concern over the intensified atrocities being committed by the Indian troops in Kashmir. He termed the ongoing operations and arrests as the worst form of political vengeance aimed at punishing the Kashmiris for challenging New Delhi's illegal occupation of the motherland. On the other hand, People's Democratic Party President Mehbooba Mufti, speaking to reporters in Srinagar, said occupied Jammu and Kashmir has been converted into an open-air prison since August 5, 2019. 37 Palestinians were martyred and 68 injured in the latest Israeli strikes on Gaza during the last 24 hours. In a major incident, at least 10 people, including women and children, have been killed in the Israeli air attacks on residential homes in Gaza's Rafah city. The Israeli forces continue to raid Nur Shams refugee camp in the occupied West Bank's Tulkarem for the second day today, killing at least 5 people. In Ukraine, 8 people, including 2 children, have been killed in the Russian airstrike in the central Dnipropetrovsk region. President Volodymyr Zelensky visited the site of the strike and called on NATO members to provide a minimum of 7 Patriot or other high-end air defense systems to counter the Russian airstrikes. Meanwhile, Ukraine claimed to have shot down a Russian bomber after the plane fired missile in the overnight attack. And now cricket, the second T20 international of the 5-match series between Pakistan and New Zealand will be played in Rawalpindi today. The match will start at 7:30 in the evening. The first T20 international was abandoned due to intermittent rain. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot in southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, light rain, wind and thunderstorm is likely in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Waziristan, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir and the Pothohar region. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.